Okay, so I've been explaining how I do these to people for years now. And this is how we're gonna cook some Maryland blue crab, but we're gonna bake them instead of just steaming them. Step one is you get your live crab. A little dead now because they've been on ice for a little bit, so they're docile and not a problem. But you take the live crab killing tool, looks a lot like a Phillips head screwdriver. Turn it upside down, and underneath on the bottom you see this the vein here where it comes to a point. Put a screwdriver right in the tip there. One good force. Don't have to go crazy, you don't have to go all the way back through the top, but we're gonna go is you're gonna kill the crab. So take all of your crabs you're gonna get, kill them like that, and we'll line them up, and then we'll go to the next step of cleaning them as soon as I'm done. Okay, step two. After we've killed all of the crabs, we have them lined up here, we're gonna go over to cleaning them. Tools you're gonna need in the sink, running cold water, sharp little paring knife, doesn't need to be that crazy, it's a little cheapy, and a little clam brush I use to clean the dirt off it. Does the extra step and gets a lot of the grit off it. So you have your dead crab. As we have our hole in there that killed them, pull back the opening there, grab everything. What you're gonna do, same as if you would just boiled them, rip the back off. Okay, just be careful not to try to rip the whole body in half. Rip the back off. You'll get most of the guts and brain right into a trash can. Now you're left with the lungs and some of the guts and such. I like to then go ahead, I'll rip the eyes off. So get those things off, rip the lungs off. Try to put as little as I can into the sink. And then we'll go through. Got a little sharp here, if you can see here, the top of the body's got a little sharp edges. I also, that helps down the line as you're going to clean it, makes things a little better. I'll kind of snap them real quickly, just so they don't have any sharp edges. So I'll snap them, just get them out of the way. Now, just start with the running water in your finger, right? You're in there, get this gunk out. Trying to clean the inside of it like this. You get any sharp edges like that. Again, as you rip that off, you do have this sharp point edge in the front also. I also, to try to not injure myself later while eating, I'll snap that front just a little bit, just to get that out of the way, so it makes a little softer edges around the crab. Okay, so you go here, take the knife, without digging in too aggressively to damage the meat. I'll go in there. You see the the yellow gunk, the mustard as they call it. Okay, you're gonna get all that out. So you're gonna be looking with this. Just take some time, take some patience, take your time, do it right. The water in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're used to eating this stuff with the crabs anyway, as you boil them and get the stuff out. So that's okay. Okay. So once you're done that bit of it, next step here, you'll see you got a little bit of the lungs still hung over. I take that same blade, and with the sharp side here, I just scratch off most of that. Takes those things off it. You can pull them with your fingers. You spend the extra time, right? Do it right. Scrape the remaining of the lungs that were on the legs off. So they'll scrape off. And you may have some of this dirt. Now you just take the brush and the water, clean the crab off with a little bit of the legs. Okay, don't push too hard because you have it open. You don't want to crush the bodies just yet. Okay, that's good. Don't forget the bottom side. That side's covered in dirt too. Okay, once you've done that, you have a crab cleaned out most of the way, without going too long. Should be about 1 minute to 2 minutes per crab if you do it right and quick. You can get that, line them all up. Do this to all of your crabs. And then the next step will be stuffing them and getting them under the baking pan for that. So, when we're done, I'll be back. Next step, we prepare the baking mixture and stuffing here. So you take Italian breadcrumbs, minced garlic, mix them up in a bowl. Almost, 50-50, 60-40 ratio. Get them going. I'll show you what you're looking for. I'm going to have to add more breadcrumbs to this one. So you can mix them up. A little bit more breadcrumbs in this one. I'm sorry. Garlic. Okay, look for this kind of almost chunkiness. almost chunkiness like that. Now, smaller spoon. I'll take a smaller spoon, get breadcrumbs, fill in the crab. You don't have to pack it tight. Fill in the crab, you get it stuffed, then you'll line them up in a baking tray like this. Then you'll put the next one in right in front of it. Get about 20 or so in a pan. I'll show you the second one. As I got the second one out, now this is already mixed. Okay, so you'll stuff all of them like this. You'll line them up, get about 20, and then I'll show you the next step in a minute. Okay, after you have all your crabs stuffed, you line them up. I found about 10 or 11 aside, depending on how big you got them. You're gonna take vegetable oil, cover the bottom of the pan with the vegetable oil. Pretty healthy collection here. You're gonna get about a centimeter in the bottom of the pan. Not much, just about half a fingertip. Get that in the bottom of the pan. Some for good luck. Okay, take your version, whatever light beer you have. Usually Coronas work good. I put about a half a can in a tray. You can taste it, so if you put a full can, you'll taste it. So do about a half there. And then you take your version of whatever you got for Old Bay. We have this Crabs Plus seasonings where we got our crabs, but take your Old Bay and you'll cover them like this. So you got this red over all the top. Okay, that's however you desire. Okay, once you've done that, you're gonna take them. I like to get the aluminum trays that you can cover it. Couldn't find them for this one, so I'm just gonna use aluminum foil. We're gonna wrap it completely in aluminum foil. Then it's gonna go in the oven, 450 degrees for 45 minutes. 45, easy to remember. Once it comes out, we'll get you the next reveal video. Finally, the reveal after taking them out of the oven. Let them sit for a little bit to cool down because they are still excruciatingly hot. Take the tin off. Baked crab. So I'll take it out, let it sit for a minute because it's hot. And then from there, learning how to eat them is on your own. So you'll learn the ways to and to not do it, and what works and doesn't work. So hope you enjoy them if you try them this way.